again, everyone. Today I am going to talk about my current use and future plans for a gratitude journal. So you may remember, if you saw my prior video on this Americano folio, B6 Slim folio from Chic Sparrow, that I was using it as a just an everyday journal, just sort of a, I'm just going to journal whatever I want in it. And that was really not working out for me because I was just not feeling the journaling. So I changed it up and I turned this into a gratitude journal and something else, which I'll show you when I get into it. And then for future plans for gratitude journaling, I purchased a journal which I have in here in this B6 Slim Chic Sparrow notebook. This is the this is in the new Carol collection. It is the Duchess. So before I talk about this, I'm going to talk about the setup that I have now, which I'm viewing as temporary because I do have future plans, which I'll show you. So as you may or may not remember, before I had a Nanami B6 Slim notebook in here, and now I just have two slimmer notebooks. I will put a link below to the video where I talked about the setup in this B6 Slim folio, just so that you can see how I had it before as contrast to how I have it now. But now, I'll just open this up. So I have this B6 Slim weekly calendar insert from Good Ink Impressions on Etsy. And here, this is where I'm keeping my my daily gratitude journal. And I'll show you how I have that set up. And then here, which I'm not going to show you any of what's inside, I am actually brainstorming for an autobiography, memoir. Who knows if I'll ever end up finishing it, but I've been thinking about it for quite some time. And I figured if I just started brainstorming ideas for chapters or, things I really wanted to talk about in that, then I could go through and reference this later and sort of build an outline and then go from there. Like I said, I have lots of ideas like this. Not all of them come to fruition, but, it may someday. And then this little notebook allows me to just kind of take some notes occasionally when I'm thinking about it, which is helpful because if I don't have a place to keep that kind of thing, I end up writing things on little scraps of paper, and then those scraps of paper get lost and all that kind of stuff. So it's not very big, and I haven't written too many things in it yet, but that's what this notebook is for. And I'm not going to show you that because those things at this point in time anyway are fairly personal. So I will go ahead and show you the gratitude journal and the things that I have in here for this week. At the point when I post this is probably going to be much later than this just because I have a backlog of things. But as of end of August, beginning of September, this is how I have it set up. And this is really only my third week of doing this. This was really a suggestion from my therapist because I was really having issues with being super stressed out by everything that's going on. We have all kinds of things going on. I won't go into it. I don't want to go into politics on this channel, not at all. But just the pandemic and everything going on, I was starting to feel really super stressed, and my therapist recommended doing a gratitude journal because then that would bring me back to at least one thing a day that was positive and that I felt good about. So, sometimes it's something as mundane as I am grateful for fountain pen ink and how pretty it is. I mean, seriously, I couldn't come up with anything else that day. I am grateful that I finally have a massage to look forward to in a couple of weeks. I found out that my massage therapist is, so actually the massage place that I used to go to fairly frequently is now closed permanently, which was, this was like in the same week that I was like really, really bummed out. Like a bunch of different things happened that were kind of a blow. And I really, really liked this place that I go to or went to because it was super tranquil every time I went there. The people were really, really nice. The massage therapists were great. And it's great for stress reduction. but they closed, and then they finally put me in touch with my regular massage therapist, and she's actually doing in-home massage therapy. And of course, we did a whole long question and answer of, what have you been doing day to day? Are you going places and around a lot of people? Apparently, all of her other clients have already been tested for COVID and tested negative. Apparently she doesn't have that many, so but all of the other people that are seeing her have tested negative, and I asked her if she wanted me to have a test. But essentially I have been quarantining for the most part from the beginning. I mean, other than a visit here and there with family members who are also doing the same. I've been really super cautious, mostly because I do have a lot of health issues, one being asthma, and I've typically gotten sick pretty easily. Although now with the pandemic, this is literally like the healthiest I've ever been for the longest length of time, just because I'm not around other people and their germs. So I'm kind of grateful for that too. Maybe I can put that down in there someday when I'm thinking that I have nothing to talk about. So anyway, we vetted each other essentially, and came to the conclusion that, personally, I came to the conclusion that it's a risk I'm willing to take, just because I'm super stressed out. I don't know about you all, but I really am missing the massages that I used to get fairly regularly. And this is just going to be something that's really nice to look forward to. We probably won't be able to do it as frequently, but she will actually come to my house and set up in a little room that I have, where I do yoga and exercise, where I have enough space for her to come. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to just seeing her, because, I viewed her as essentially a friend that I saw all the time, and really liked her, and she's really super nice. So that's something to look forward to. Let's see. I am grateful for fun new purchases that come in the mail. Sometimes things that I don't even remember that I got come in the mail. That I'm going to have to work on, though. Although I like getting things in the mail, I do need to cut back on my purchasing, just because I think in the absence of a lot of other stress relievers, sometimes I'll, impulse buy, and then later I'll get like 50 packages in one day. It's never been 50. Like, let's say on the high end, let's say 6. I'll get 6 packages in one day, and then because the mail has been held up, so I buy, and then it takes a long time for me to get, and then I buy other things. Anyway, you might all know what I'm talking about, but it's also nice to get them when they come in the mail. And then the next one, I am grateful for my husband for letting me chill out after work because of my migraine and taking care of everything else. It's not that he necessarily let me chill out. He took care of, the dinner and the dog and all that other stuff, so that I didn't have to worry about it, and then just rest when I had a big migraine. And then today I am grateful for migraine medication that works, because my new medication that I'm trying out didn't work earlier in the week. And today I'm feeling much better, so because that medication worked. But it's just little things like that, and I just really think that it is, I can already tell a difference in my positivity every day just going through that exercise. And just logistics, I have this Custom Pilot 74 in here. I put a pen that I knew I would like writing with, because that's also part of the experience of, if I enjoy doing it, I'll probably do it more. And then in the back here, so this was something that I didn't think I could actually fit in this Chic Sparrow folio. This is a Jabun Techo mini little plastic folder. And when I first tried to put it in here, I just kind of determined that it was too big for this folder. But then I heard some other people saying that slightly larger things would fit if you sort of pulled back this little bit of leather that's sort of like folded over here. don't know if you can see that very well, but so I did that top and bottom, and it actually fit just fine, and it doesn't seem to be affecting the notebook at all. And now I'm able to have this additional little folio in the back here with a zipper pocket. The main reason why I wanted to put it in is to put a pen loop on it, so I could put a pen loop in here that would kind of live with the notebook. And this is working pretty well. So I just wanted to share that with you as well. So that's it for this notebook for now. And once I am done, well, once the new year starts, I have a new plan, which I'll show you here in a minute. And then I'm not quite sure what I will be using this folio for. I might just dedicate it to the memoir ideas thing, or I might add another notebook to this because this has actually become one of my favorite notebooks. It's got a really nice feel, and I really like it a lot. And this is the Americano, and I will actually show you, I hope by this time I've actually showed you the unboxing of my B6 Slim regular traveler's notebook in the Americano, and you know, their colors are a little different, but I have been using this as my everyday carry for all of my everyday things for quite a while, and I really do like the feel of it. And I put this Summer Wind, I think is the company, on Etsy, this little charm on here, which I think is really cute. It's a little rabbit, and I love rabbits. So, and I really like the way it molds over the inserts. So I'm really liking it. My only issue with this, if I have any issue, is that it looks a little formal, I guess. Maybe because of the shininess of the leather. I feel like it's maybe a little too formal for every day. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like that. But it certainly feels really good. But maybe once it's beat up a little bit more, I'll feel like it's not so formal anymore. I'm still really, really digging the Cascade pockets. Love those pockets. They're really useful. Okay, so that is it for the current setup for my gratitude journal. And then I'm going to show you now. And this particular, so this is a B6 Slim notebook, like I was saying at the beginning. This particular notebook may or may not end up being what I ultimately hold this notebook that's in here in. I might put it in something else because my idea is to have this be dedicated to this purpose for quite a while. So if there's another notebook that I really like the look of, but I haven't really been using much, I might use that instead. But for now, this is sort of a placeholder. Put this one off to the side. So what this is holding is a 5-year Midori notebook. And this is an embroidered cover, and I still actually have all the packaging in here. I'll take this little strip out. I got a little while ago, but I have still just been letting it sit. But my idea is to dedicate this notebook, which is a 5-year diary, exclusively to gratitude. So I will start this one January 1st of 2021. And it fits perfectly in a B6 Slim. I probably will put it on it won't fit in the back folio pocket, but I probably will put it on either one or two of the strings in here so that it can permanently live in one of these notebooks. And it will live in there for at least 5 years, right? The fit is pretty much flush top and bottom. The plastic cover, I would say, if it's not bent over, might peak top and bottom just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. But that doesn't bother me, and I think I'd rather keep the plastic cover on to protect the embroidery on the book. Although, you know, I still will have it in a leather cover, which will protect the book. I think because this is such a light colored notebook that I don't necessarily want the leather to rub off on it either. So this notebook, I purchased it on JetPens. I had been thinking about it for a while, and because I had been thinking about this gratitude idea, I finally decided to go ahead and take the plunge. I already have a 5-year journal where I'm essentially chronicling the day-to-day. And that has also been difficult. I'm not gonna lie, I don't necessarily write in it every day. I'll put a link below to the video where I talk about that setup and how I have that stored. These days, basically, you know, it could be a week and maybe even 2 that I won't be writing in there, but I will always go back and go through my bullet journal and to see what happened on each day, or my calendar to look and see what happened each day. Because I have been keeping up my bullet journaling. As far as journaling, like pure journaling, the bullet journal is really the only writing I've been doing. And really the main reason for that is just, you know, I just feel like I don't want to talk about a lot of stuff every day. And, you know, maybe I could use it, but I don't necessarily feel like writing about much as sort of long form journaling these days. And the 5-year journal at this point, I'm keeping it up just because I do want to at least have some sort of record of what's going on. But I found that a lot of things are like, oh, I had a terrible day today, you know, like, oh, this terrible thing happened today. And this project, this gratitude journal that I'm using now, and this one that I'm going to start in January, is all about trying to reinforce some positivity and just stay positive on a daily basis, which these days has been a little bit hard. So I'll just do a quick flip through of this journal. It's not always available. It seems to sell out rather fast. It is from MD Midori. It has the MD paper in it, which I like. It works pretty well for fountain pens. It's not my favorite paper, but it's definitely better than just plain paper for fountain pens. And I also need to decide what fountain pen I want to dedicate to this. I have until January, so I have a little bit of time. But it basically has, and it's undated too, which is really nice. So I can start it, you know, I can do 1 year and then take a year off, decide I don't want to do this anymore, and then come back to it some other year, which is kind of nice. I really liked that about this idea. So I am gonna try and do it for the entire year of 2021, and then if that doesn't end up working out, I might do something different for later years. Because I still already have, like I said, a 5-year that I'm on the 2nd year of in a Leuchtturm 5-year. So I probably won't be using it for that purpose, but we'll see. But I like the fact that this allows me to change my mind, skip a year or whatever. And it has a whole embroidery theme. So there's like little stitches, stitch marks, differentiating the different years, and on the little months. But it's just really pretty. I hope that I'll keep it up. It has a little prologue, so you can talk about each prior year. I don't know if I'll end up using that. And then it has a monthly calendar for January, just listing all the days, and then it goes right into the daily little boxes. And one of the reasons why I thought this would work well for gratitude is because the slots are fairly small, so I don't feel like I have to write a book, but I still, and as you can see, each month has that monthly calendar in front of it. But it still has a slot for each day, so I feel like I can, you know, I can fit gratitude in there. And let's see. Yeah, and then it has epilogue at the end. And what I might end up doing for the prologue at the beginning is just say, you know, this is going to be used for gratitude this year, and then move on. And then at the end of the year, you know, just basically talk about how it went in a sentence or two. So I think that's about it. I'm not going to take it out of the cover, but you can see this on, I'll put a link to this product on JetPens. If it's not available, I think it will restock. So if you put a little notification down there on, you know, notify me when it's available again, it should work. All right, so basically for this one, I still have to decide what permanent notebook, what B6 Slim permanent notebook I want to put this in rather, and what pen I want to dedicate to it, because it's going to at least be dedicated to it for a year. I may end up stealing my Pilot Custom 74, and then you know, we'll see color wise, because actually, I mean, that's more of a blue than a purple. I might try and color coordinate with with the embroidery theme there. All right, well, that's it for today. I hope you found that useful and enjoyed that. So I hope that you all are staying not as stressed as you could be and staying sane in this crazy time. And I hope you all take care. Feel free to subscribe to keep track of my future videos. And if you like this video, give it a like. And in the meantime, I will see you next time. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.